levels of competition. Are you ready?
We're here today at Karolyi Gymnastics Center. We're going to be viewing some of the different levels of competitive gymnastics.
Beginning competitive gymnastics is probably one of the hardest things to start out with because the girls are a little nervous and they know they haven't competed before and they have to start competing. There's a lot of hard work. It's required in getting their strength up, getting their flexibility up, mentally preparing them to compete so later if they develop into an elite or a Mary Lou Retton, they will be a better gymnast. Floor exercise is a ballet-type routine that has dance and tumbling requirements in the routine that the girls have to use. Beam is a little bit harder because they require balance and a little bit of a mental toughness. Bars requires a lot of strength. That's the hardest for girls to really start out with because they have to get their strength up before they can even start performing routines. On vault, girls have to develop their speed and their strength.
Tell me a little bit about the bars. What is the hardest dismount to move?
Flyaway double back. Oh, bars, it's my hardest event. I can do it pretty well, but a lot of times I have trouble on it. In my routine, I do a full pirouette, which is a CROV. I do a clear hip pirouette counter swing, and I do a flyaway double back.
Smile. Okay, looks like you're all there.
Have you ever felt discouraged and wanted to quit gymnastics? Yeah, mostly because I live away from home, and I just upset my parents a lot when I do bad, and I just want to go home. I really feel that way sometimes. Since you don't live with your parents, who do you live with? I live with Kim Hurley. They're really nice people. They get you up when you're down, and they can really do a lot for you. How difficult is the beam?
The beam is the most difficult out of the 4 events that are of the gymnastic events because it's only 4 inches wide, and you do have to make sure you come down straight on it. We all do competitive events on it, and as long as it has to go, it has to be 1:30 to 1:35.
Tell me about the national competition.
Well, the national competitions I've been in, I was the national champion for the United States in '83 and the junior national champion in '81 and '82. I also competed in the Emerald Cup, which is a national competition, and I won. And in a national competition, it's included all the girls in the United States who are the top gymnasts.
How many hours a day do you work out?
Well, right now we started working out every morning of every weekday from 8 to 9:30, and every night we come in from 5:15 to 9 o'clock, so that's about 5 hours a day.
Do you live at home, or are your parents out of state?
Well, right now I'm not living at home. I live here. I'm originally from Gary, Indiana, and my mom moved down, so I now live with my mom.
Do you ever get homesick?
Yeah, I get homesick a lot. I don't live with my father. He chose to stay in Gary because of his job, and my sister goes to school in Chicago. So right now it's just me and my mom here, and I do miss home, but I've been gone for 4 years now, so it seems like this is home now.
What was the best part coaching Nadia and Mary Lou?
The best part, probably the competitive style, the dedication, hard work, what they put into the gymnastics activity, you know, and besides this thing, the nice personality of both of them, what they have. It's nice to work with them because they're all the time positive. They want to do. They are dedicated, hard-working kids, and it was really a fun and a pleasure to work with them.
How young do you feel a child should be before entering gymnastics?
Well, that just depends. Some of the kids right now who are having Mary Lou as an idol, probably they start really early. We have already 2-3 years old little girls coming in and starting gymnastics. But I would recommend really to start gymnastics, the competitive part of gymnastics, around 7 years.
How many girls do you have in training for the 1988 Olympics?
That's pretty far away, but we already have a bunch of kids training very hard in order to get there. We have right now around 12 young gymnasts lined up and training very hard in order to become well-known in the country, later internationally, and hopefully one of these days, 1988, to be on the Olympic Games.
Do you feel anyone can be a gymnast, or do you look for special size and body types?
No, I'm really not looking for special body type and size, because I strongly feel Mary Lou opened the way and opened the eyes for so many gymnastics specialists who considered before you gotta be very tiny or very skinny. They opened the eyes and they really the way to show, yes, anybody can do gymnastics, and anybody who is capable, who is hardworking, who is dedicated, can achieve high performances in women's gymnastics. So myself, I really not looking any kind of special type. I'm looking for dedicated, young, and with good attitude type of young kids.
What do you expect from your gymnast?
I need, first of all, positiveness. Positiveness to follow indications, to try to be positive when we are asking them to perform different skills and different drills. But beside this thing, a lot of dedication and consistency. Consistency means all year long, because it's an all year long activity, to come in and to work with the same good spirits, with dedication. And obviously, in this way, they're going to have a lot of satisfaction, and we're going to have, as coaches, satisfaction working with them.
What is your favorite gymnastics event as a coach?
Probably the tumbling part is what I like the most. But besides this thing, I am having fun teaching bars and teaching vault, and even some certain skills on beam. But probably, if you are asking, the favorite event of mine is tumbling.
Thank you, Mr. Karolyi. I'm Jamie Reed reporting from the Kids Show.
Good report, Dina. Mr. Karolyi looks like an all right guy.